All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and this time we have another participant from the Tournament of Death this Saturday, June 13th, in Delaware. CZW's own Conor Claxton. How's it going, man?
What's going on?
Not much, man. First and foremost, man, how does it feel to be going into the Tournament of Death? I mean, you were recently at the dojos, and now you're in the Tournament of Death, and you're one of the favorites, I would say.
Oh, I've been telling DJ for years they need to put me in this tournament, and he finally decided that it'd be a good idea to put me in there. And I'm excited. I'm excited now that I get my chance. I've been there for past years and only getting to watch, and that makes you itchy. That makes you itchy. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. Now, I've saw some of your matches live, and you have like an old school feel to you from like the strong lockups to the takedowns and the way you carry yourself in the ring, and you kind of have like a new age twist to it. Were you like a big fan of old school wrestling, and if so, who were some of your old school wrestlers that influenced you?
To be honest, I was not a big old school wrestling fan. I was not a big wrestling fan at all much before I actually wrestled. Before I wrestled, I did watch a lot of Mick Foley, and part of the reason I always wanted to do death matches. I was always a Mick Foley fan and wasn't so much as a big wrestling fan.
Nice.
But yeah, nowadays I watch a lot of Minoru Suzuki.
Nice. That's a good choice right there. Boxman, you got a question?
Yeah. How long have you been wrestling?
I've been wrestling now for almost 3 years.
Oh, awesome, man. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Conor, I don't know if anyone's ever said this to you, but I don't know if it's your approach, the looks, a combination of both. You remind me of like a new age CM Punk kind of. Has that anybody ever told you that before?
I have not done CM Punk before, but I'll definitely take it.
Hey, well, you can take it, man. There you go, man. You remind me of CM Punk. That's what I told my friend. Actually, my friend, he got me to come down to the Proving Grounds because he was like, hey, there's this new deathmatch guy. He's having these matches with Danny Havoc and Lucky 13. You got to check this guy out. The Wrench. This guy's awesome. And I came down. I was like, man, this guy is pretty fucking good. He is good, And
thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Definitely, man. You're actually going to be facing off against DJ Hyde in the first round. So how do you feel about that, man? That's kind of iffy because the guy's the boss and he's got the experience and everything. How do you feel going into the match?
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm thinking about DJ Hyde, but I've definitely got a lot more of my mind on Nick Gage in the match.
Yeah, man. That's what I want to see, man. That's where the money is. That's what I want to see. But Boxman, you got another question?
You kind of mentioned one earlier when you said Mick Foley, but I wanted to know if you had any more favorite deathmatch wrestlers that you kind of influenced you to do this.
I mean, now really since I've been doing it and being involved in it, I learned a lot watching Masada because he was always around.
Okay, we've had him on.
So not only was I get to watch it, but I could ask him, hey, get him to explain things and, break things down for me, and that helped a lot. Right. Having him around and always having Danny Havoc around.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Honestly, nowadays I watch a lot of Minoru Suzuki. What else do I watch? I've seen a lot of this stuff that I watch on YouTube is all Japanese, and it's got like Japanese lettering, and I don't know the names who I'm watching all the time.
Yeah, just name.
So it's hard to say.
Name a motorcycle. You'll probably be right.
Man, you kind of got that like it factor though, because like if you haven't been a big wrestling fan, you kind of have like the natural abilities to wrestle. Because I mean, you're pretty damn good for just. I mean, I just seen you probably in the last like 6 months. I've been following you, and you just constantly get better. Actually, I saw you at Beyond Wrestling. So why don't you talk about Beyond Wrestling and the environment? I know the crowd it's kind of like in your face. It's almost like in a club. How is it wrestling over there, and how is it different from CZW or any other promotions?
Wrestling at Beyond was absolutely awesome for me. Because, for one, I knew I was going up there, and I didn't know what I was doing exactly. And I assumed they were going to put me in some sort of death match or hardcore-style match. And I found I was wrestling Tracy Williams, who's just a really very technical mat wrestler. So I got excited. I got to just, do a regular match and show the crowd that I can do more than just bleed. But that was awesome having them right there. I could hear every little thing they were saying throughout the match. I could, hear the reactions. I was getting a lot easier. I don't know. That was definitely really cool, and I like the fans there. They're really receptive. That's
Awesome.
the right word for it.
No, definitely. It's like ECW mixed with PWG, you know?
Yeah.
Really interactive. You had a deathmatch trial series with Ron Mathis, who's actually going to be in the tournament and who's going to be on the show later. Lucky 13, and most recently Danny Havoc, which I was in attendance for live in a Panes of Glass match. How did your back feel after that match, man? Because I saw your back, I was right there, and it just looked shredded to bits.
I'll tell you this much: you don't feel it during the match. I didn't know when it happened. I went back and I watched it, and I got caught up going through the pain, the first pain, but then I gave Danny Havoc a suplex on the glass that would be already broken, started the glass,
right?
And that's when I saw a lot of blood start coming out. I tell you, it didn't feel good later on. I wasn't laying down for a while. I drove around in my car for like a week with the seat all the way back, just sitting up because I couldn't have anything against my back.
Oof.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, they put the jersey on you afterwards, and even the jersey was just bleeding right through the jersey. I mean, you could just see it. It just turned bright red.
Yeah,
it was a black jersey.
It was going all the way down my leg.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. Do you have any other upcoming shows other than CZW Tournament of Death that you want to plug?
Yeah, this Saturday I'll be in Allentown at WXW. And then on June 21st, I'll be at On Point Wrestling in Williamstown, New Jersey.
Nice.
Facing Jeff Cannonball.
Nice. Actually, On Point is doing a deathmatch series, a tournament. So that would be nice to have you in there as well.
That would be nice. Hopefully that'd be cool. I hope so.
Absolutely, man. If Masada ever comes to CZW, man, you guys should do a faction. That would be awesome. That's
I would love to work with Masada.
Yeah, he's nice, man. We had him actually on the show a couple months ago. Good
guy.
But hey, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the show, man. I don't want to hold you up, but I'll be there on Saturday. So, wish you the best of luck, man.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Connor. Appreciate it.